Hydrochloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychlor HYDRO, which is hydro, XY, chloro, CHLORO, quine, QUINE, hydroxychloroquine. For anybody who doesn't know what that is, that's the cure to the coronavirus, folks. Yeah, I have very, very good news. There is an actual cure to the coronavirus. In fact, there has been a cure to the coronavirus, and it is my responsibility as a scientist to inform you guys that the cure exists and that it's been used for months now. It's been being used. So, yeah, congratulations, everybody. We have a cure to the coronavirus. Round of applause. We've got it. We've got it. It's been here. It's been proven to work. There have been 0 cases so far of people who use. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you, the Pokemon09, for those gifts over on TikTok. Please forgive me for my enunciation. I'm trying my best here. I really am. It's part of the reason why I left the surface, so I don't have to say stupid names like this. Hydroxychloroquine. Whatever that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is the official, scientifically proven, after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications, it has been proven to help cure the coronavirus. It is the best source of treatment we have. It has been proven to work. It counteracts the virus, and it everyone who's recovered using said hydroxychloroquine, everyone who has used that, everyone who's been treated clinically with that thing, whatever this chemical or treatment or drug, whatever this is, everyone who's been treated with that has made a full recovery, regardless of their age. So I guess, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, the Pokemon09. That is worth celebrating. Thank you so much for your gifts. I'm sorry if I'm not like super excited or anything about this. The thing is, I mean, it's great. You know, it's great. We don't have to worry about this anymore. Hopefully this means that the quarantine will end. Hopefully this means that people won't be trying to use it politically anymore. The virus, I mean, as a political weapon, that they'll let us get out of our homes, get back to work. Everything will reopen. Hopefully, that's, you know, fingers crossed. Hopefully this means we'll be able to vote in person if you live in the United States. If you live in Russia, there's no voting. But you guys get the idea. And if you live in China, but anyway, yeah, this is how it works, people. The thing that makes me sad about all this, besides the fact that we've been unjustly kept in our homes, and there's no one person or one party to blame for this. This has been a so blame politics in general. Don't blame any one specific person or group. It's been an absolute mess all around. But what disappoints me most about this isn't the fact that we've been kept in our homes unjustly. What disappoints me most is that from now on, whenever I end my live streams, I can no longer make the joke. Remember, the cure to the coronavirus is, and then end the live stream. It was a great joke. I mean, it was rash. It was insensitive. It didn't bow to anybody's precepts. It was a lot like me. At least how I think of myself. I have no idea what you guys think of me, but it's a sad day, guys. I'm going to have to come up with a new outro. It's tragic. Isn't it tragic, Angry Ditto? I mean, nothing gets your spirits down. I'm pretty sure he's just solid caffeine at this point. I don't know. But anyway, holy crap, the Pokemaster09. Thank you so very much for all your love and support. We need you. We need people like you. Your username, I swear it's on here. I've heard your username before somewhere. So either you posted something really funny earlier on and you got a follow out of us, or you've donated in the past and your username is already up here. Either way, thank you so very much. Everyone and everyone, anyone and thank you so very much. Everyone and everyone, anyone and everyone, excuse me, who donates to the show gets added to the list here. So thank you guys very, very much. Thank you for all the lovely times. Twin International, welcome to the live stream. We are glad to have you on the Professor and Ditto show. Everyone who haven't checked out their content, go see them. They got a sponsorship deal, if I remember correctly. So good on you guys. And apparently it came from someone that isn't trying to sell you bootleg anime merch, which is it's happened twice now to Ditto and I. Gotten messages on Instagram, hey, you want to sell bootleg anime merch? No, never, actually. No, I don't. No, never want to do that. Anyway, oh, by the way, this is a show. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for the Professor and Ditto show. My name is, of course, Professor. My assistant, Ditto, is seated here on the master ball behind me. I'm going to scoot just a little bit out of the way so you guys can see him a little better. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, so very much. Soldier66, welcome back to the show. Holy crap, it has been a while. Hopefully your campaign has been successful, all in the name of our glorious emperor. But thank you guys so very much for joining us. Yeah, bootleg in heavy quotations. I am being sarcastic, but it feels like bootleg anime merch when every single online anime merch store sells the same hoodies from the same supplier and so on and so forth. But you guys get the idea. I apologize if the connection is disrupted at any point. I have no control over it whatsoever. I have done everything I can. I know for a fact that it doesn't have anything to do with what we've got going on our end. Our internet is perfect. Our connection is solid. I don't know what it is. I think what it really comes down to is YouTube, because it doesn't seem to happen on TikTok as often as you guys might think. But I think it comes down to, oh, we're doing great, Samuel. We're glad you joined us. Seriously, thank you for being here. And thank you, the Pokemon09. I'm so sorry I butchered your username. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for the show. I'm fairly certain that it's YouTube trying a little too hard to be like Twitch. That being said, you want a lot of crap. Even though I use these live streams very often, or these platforms often, I give them a lot of crap because they deserve it. Even so, out of all the platforms I've ever discussed, there are few that seem to be as crappy as Twitch is, as far as how they treat the people that use their platform and make it successful. Because really, like, what is a platform without popular creators to use it? Well, you get a platform like Mixer, which doesn't last very long. Even though it has Ninja, that's it. Just one big name is not enough. It takes people like you and us regularly using said app in order to carry it forward. And Twitch is very, very popular. It has some very popular creators on there and a whole lot of scumbags. And pardon my language, sluts. So you will never catch Ditto and I on TikTok, or excuse me, not on TikTok, on Twitch. You will never catch Ditto and I on Twitch. We tried it, gave it a shot, and it failed. It failed miserably and continued to fail as the days went on. But anyway, that being said, your package has not arrived yet, Luna Wolf. We're sorry to report that. We checked today. It is not here yet. We will let you know if it still isn't here tomorrow. But on that note, before we get started here, because this is an actual show, small operations, this is our P.O. box right here. Send us a letter with an empty envelope with postage on it inside, and we will take on it, fill it up with Pokemon cards, and mail it back to you. This is our P.O. box. Please take full advantage of it. It's not going to be here forever. We are open to trading. We are open to just getting a letter from you guys. But at the very least, we would like to send you some free Pokemon cards because we have a lot, a lot of them. So if you guys would like some of those, send us a letter to P.O. Box 580 368. Would like some of those, send us a letter to P.O. Box 580 368, Houston, Texas 77058. /77258. I don't know. It depends on where you're coming from. Just double check that you have the right address. It is a post office. It is not a house. Just getting that out of the way. Thank you, Pokemon09. Thank you so very much. Oh, the Pokemon are doing well. Thank you guys for asking. You know, Ditto's doing well. Pudding is, of course, still in recovery. Unfortunately, unlike the Pudding is down here, by the way, for everybody over on YouTube. Excuse me. Remember, guys, we record every single show that we do on YouTube. We record it on YouTube. We re-upload it after this, so you guys can go back and rewatch any parts that you might have missed. So there you go. You're not late, Scaredy Cat. We've only been like 10 minutes into this, so we're good. We're good. Yes, I can call you Bo, the Pokemon '09. I can definitely call you Bo. Thank you for continuing to support the show. We love you, and we need good people like you in order to keep the show on the air. But anyway, thank you guys. So thank you, Sam. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. And as per the standards that we've set on the show, this is divided up into two or three different segments, depends on how much time we have. The first segment is always on Tuesdays. It's supposed to be mystery gifts. That's what you guys named it. That I remember. It's supposed to be mystery gifts. That where we basically go through our PO box, read all the letters, look at all the fan art that we've been sent, and open any packages you guys may have sent to us. Unfortunately, we don't have any letters nor packages today. So apparently nobody really wants free Pokemon cards, which is weird to me, but whatever, to each their own. We do have one thing to announce as far as mystery gifts go. But beyond that, thank you, Samuel. Thank you. 1.1K subscribers on YouTube. You guys it scared the crap out of me when I saw it. Because before that, I'm aware that on TikTok we have 192,000, something like almost 193,000 followers, which is amazing. Thank you guys so very much for that. But on YouTube, I checked in really quick before the show started, and I saw 1.1K. That scared me because before that it had said 1.05K, and I forgot there was a zero in front of it, so I just thought it was. I thought I had lost like a lot of subscribers just on a whim. I was like, oh crap, what did I do? Is someone finally trying to cancel us? What's the big deal here? Because you guys know how we are. We're not the most sensitive. Remember, the cure to the coronavirus is X, Y, and Z. Anyway, I don't think we'll fix that later. But anyway, thank you guys so much for 1.1K subscribers over on YouTube. Bigger and better content coming to you guys soon, specifically in the form of, I don't want to call them story times, but you guys remember the fan art that of Ditto and I that Michelle YT did? Yeah, we're going to be using that. We're going to be using that a lot more going forward. So yeah, expect more of that. We are going to definitely be using this a little bit more. Hopefully I didn't blow anybody's eardrums out, but congratulations to everybody who's been having fun during PokeFest. Apparently that's been a lot of fun. And I don't know what to put here. 18 says, for your outro, you could try saying, and remember the new... We'll think about it. We'll have something for the end of the show, of course, by the time it gets there. But anyway, yes, thank you guys so very much for tuning into the show. The first segment, as I said, is always the mystery box. Or the mystery gift, excuse me. I really got to write it down somewhere. I got to write it down like on my forehead. Or I could just, write it down in my freaking notebook. That helps too. Apparently people like it when I use this. So I should probably use that a little bit more often. So far, the only thing I really have in here that's important is hydroxychloroquine, cure to the beer virus. But anyway, that being said, I hope you guys enjoy those little videos that we've been doing, by the way. The question and answer videos, Ditto and I love doing them. They're not as labor intensive as other projects have been in the past. So we definitely are planning on bringing you guys more of those going forward. We are very excited to continue working with Michelle. She does fantastic artwork, and we love her very much. She has done amazing work in all of her time on YouTube and on TikTok. So we're grateful that she's willing to work with us. And anyway, thank you guys so very much for that. Second segment is, as always, stupid Pokedex entries. We love going through. We love ripping into some good old stupid entries that previous professors have thought were just absolutely brilliant. We love just ripping them to shreds because, honestly, you can take anything, and if you break it down, not word for word, but like sentence by sentence, the holes in things start to become apparent. There are good things, but give us your biggest yeet. My biggest yeet. All right. Yeet. That's the best I can do right now. Okay, good. I didn't kill Evie. She's sleeping, or she was sleeping on the bed. Don't you give me that look, all right? You knew you were in the blast zone. Anyway, whenever I throw something, it's always in that direction, so I don't know what you're about. Anyway, thank you guys very much for that. Second segment, like I said, is always stupid Pokedex entries. The third segment is everybody's favorite segment. Maybe you're impatient. Maybe you can't wait until the next question and answer video. Well, never fear, because the third and final segment of the Professor and Ditto show is, as always, question and answer session, where you will get guaranteed 100% correct, accurate, whatever you want to call it, answers to any and every question you have, so long as you don't fact check them. So we will get right into that in the end here. But I mean, I say let's get right into the second segment of the show, because we already did the first. Oh, no, we have one thing to talk about in the first segment of the show. But I think, in that being said, let's get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what little we have, mystery gifts. Again, still working on the transitions, but we do have a paper here. We do have a paper. The Professor and Ditto show thanks you for tuning in. All right, that being said, I'm going to sit back down now. So, just all we really have to cover for the first segment of the show here is a gift. This is a package that we filled out. We were footing the bill for this one. Thank you for joining us, Yan Hernandez. Appleton was trash. Yeah, I did say that. Why would I apologize for telling the truth? I mean, it really is. It's not the best Pokemon out there. You do realize that Appleton comes from the same game that is soon going to have Salamence, and already has Heroxis and Gyarados, and Charizard's not a dragon type, but you get the idea. As well as Rhyperior. What are the other ones? Oh, Melodic is in there. These aren't necessarily dragon types, but you do realize that Garchomp is coming to the game as well. If you like Appleton, I'm not saying that you are trash, all right? Don't skew my words here. If you like Appleton, just like I say this for everyone who likes Sylveon as well. If you like Sylveon, that is entirely your problem. That is something that you have to come to terms with. That is a trial that you will have to overcome at some point. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That is entirely something that you have to deal with. But from my understanding, taking all of Pokemon Sword and Shield into consideration, welcome, sir, Mr. Panda, Appleton is not the best choice when it comes to a solid dragon type. It's really not. Not even a little. It's cute. It looks cool. But it is not the best choice. It is trash competitively. I've played many competitive matches in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Never once have I seen someone using an Appleton. Well, I've never seen someone using one that had the intent to win. It was usually just someone showing off a shiny Pokemon. That was it. That's the only time I've seen people use Appleton. So, no, there will be no apology for what I've said, because not only am I not wrong, I am not in the wrong for saying that Appleton is trash. That is not an opinion. That is taking everything into consideration. But as of now, I don't apologize. I don't know if that's obvious or not yet, but I don't apologize for anything, actually, because everything I say is 100% correct, obviously, so long as you don't fact check it. But anyway, that being said, let's go. The only thing I have to, I know it's all in good fun, Yan. I'm just, playing the part here. Even so, this is all we have to talk about for the mystery box today, or mystery gift, whatever it's called. Mystery box is easier. All we have to talk about is this: who is FBI cool? Would FBI cool please come to the front of the class, please? This is what I would sound like if I ever, heaven forbid, become a professor at a school or anything like that. Is FBI cool? Username at FBI is cool. Is that person here? Because you're from Florida, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you still use that account, but you sent us a letter not too long ago. We have your address on here. We're obviously not going to show it to everyone else. But we've got some stuff for you, dude. We've got some free Pokemon cards, some Professor and Ditto merch. We've got some of that waiting here for you. It's all ready to go, but you didn't give us an address. You literally gave us, let's see here, Florida. You gave us 3 numbers and the state that you're from. And that's it. You didn't give us anything else. You didn't give us an address. You didn't give us a street. You barely gave us a city and a state and then like 3 random numbers, and that's it. It's not even like 3 numbers isn't even a zip code. So like, I don't know how the FBI is working these days, but if you want your stuff, you need to send us a private message ASAP and tell us what your full address is, because we can't send this to you unless you give us an address. Remember, this is one of the few times that we're footing the bill. The reason we require everyone put stamps on the empty envelope that they include in the letter that they send to us is so that we don't have to foot the bill. We can't afford postage for 200,000 people across multiple platforms living in all different countries. We can't pay for that, all right? No matter how much is donated, no matter how many amazing patrons / members of the lab crew we have, we can't afford that. So you have to put stamps on something. For whatever reason, FBI is cool, didn't, or they said they couldn't. Stamps are not expensive, Samuel. I will fight you on this. Stamps are not expensive. All right? All right, look at this here. You see this? You know how much this is? It's like under $5. Under $5 for this. All right? USA Forever stamps. Or wait, no. Oh, no, these are my labels. Sorry, these are my labels. These aren't stamps. Even so, stamps are not expensive. They are not expensive, and most people have more than one. If you're buying them individually, of course they're going to be expensive. You never buy them individually. You always buy them in bulk. You get at least a year's supply. I'm willing to bet that the majority of you out there aren't sending a letter every single day. If you are, what the heck do you do for a living? Like, it's not a bad, I'm not saying it's bad if you do that, but like, what the heck do you do for a living where you're sending out a letter every single day? You know that email is a thing, right? I mean, Ditto and I, we kind of don't live with the rest of you. We kind of live like above the rest of you, literally. So like, it's understandable in our case, but like, anyway, harsh criticism aside, FBI is cool. You need to send us a DM ASAP. Otherwise, you're not getting your stuff. You're just not getting it. And seriously, pay for your own dang stamps, all right? We don't have extra stamps here. I mean, we have like one. We have one extra stamp here for the little kid that completely spaces it. But like, you need to put stamps on the empty envelope you send to us. Otherwise, you get nothing because we can't afford it. You guys can. If not you, then your parents. If not your parents, your local library can. Do you guys know the library has stamps? Well, the ones that we used to go to did. I don't know anymore. But even so, you guys get the idea. You guys get the idea. Oh, that's a good question. Where do you live? Well, just Emma, we currently live... Bear with me. We currently live at... Oh, right. There was a hurricane. Yeah, we pieced out over that. Yeah, there was some kind of hurricane that was happening in Texas. You guys might... The P.O. box is in Texas. We're not in Texas. We visit Texas pretty frequently. We don't live in Texas. It's... No, we're not in Oklahoma. Are we in Oklahoma? Why are we in Oklahoma? Oklahoma's like worse. I don't know. We float around. Last night, I thought we were in Louisiana. Either way, we float above the clouds. We live in the sky. Yes, we still live here. No, I have no plans of coming down to the surface anytime soon, except to check the P.O. box, but that's pretty infrequent anyway. We actually pay someone else to do it for us. Even so, Yan, I'm not going to ask you for your... Please private message me. Don't share your personal information in the middle of a live stream, please. I'm a special case. But you guys... Don't share your personal information in the middle of a live stream. DM me if you are FBI is cool. That's the only person I want to DM from. That's it. That being said, that's all I've got. Hi, Jaden. That's all I've got so far for mystery gifts. Do you have anything? Oh, that's right. We should tell him about that. Okay. Congratulations to our winner, Professor Benson, one of the members of the lab crew. We do giveaways for our patrons every once in a while. And our patron recently got a binder a lot like this one. Thick old binder full of Pokemon cards. And he won it. It was a toss-up. We put every single patron's username in one of those online raffle things. Professor Benson won. We have sent out his package yesterday, as well as we promised we would give something to one of our subscribers. And that something was... Every single, is that going to fall? Okay, good. Every single reverse card we had in this box right here. That has been sent out as well. Congratulations to Scaredy Cat. The original winner did not accept the prize. So, yeah, congratulations to both of our winners. You guys did great. You've got luck on your side for that, and expect your cards by Thursday, if I remember correctly. Both of them were pretty close to, I say pretty close, as in they were less than 8 states away, if that makes sense, to, this P.O. box right here. So that being said, congratulations to our winners, and I think that's all. Is that all for now, Ditto? Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, that's it for now. What do you mean, what else? What else do we have to talk about, dude? Come on. Look, your name's in this. Look, my name might be the one that's lit up, but like your name is down here too. So like, spit it out. You got something to say, just let it out. Nice opinion. What does that have to do with mail? Okay, yeah. He's like, put stamps on stuff. Yes, I'm aware. That's why your name is also in the show title. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for tuning into the first segment of the Professor and Ditto show. On to the second segment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Stupid Pokedex Entries. Spinning. Chairs do that. Again, just so you guys are aware, this is an official show. This is my title card. Thank you to whoever drew this. I completely forget. Was it Benson? Did Benson write this? I don't know who wrote this, but thank you. Back to the seat. Okay. I do like this chair. I may not have $300 to drop on a PewDiePie chair, but I still like this chair. All right. It was something that I looked for and something that I prayed for, and I got it. Of course, I paid for it. I didn't like steal it or anything, but like, yeah, I'm glad I have this chair. Even so, we all know that the Pokedex is not the most reliable source of information when it comes to Pokemon. Yes, it's cool that Ponyta has allegedly, I have yet to see any real evidence of this, but it's cool that Ponyta has hooves that are harder than diamonds. It's cool that Spheal can, tip over and roll around like a ball. Those are cool and whatnot, but what the heck do I feed it? When does it have to go to sleep? Are there mutations in this specific species? Is there anything that it shouldn't breed with in the future? If heaven forbid you take the I'm a normie path and you decide you're going to breed Pokemon for the rest of your career in an attempt to get one that's just slightly miscolored, in the case of Gengar and Garchomp, rip their shinies. Anyway, of your career, in an attempt to get one that's just slightly miscolored, in the case of Gengar and Garchomp, rip their shinies. Anyway, that's all. That's all we got to say. We all know the Pokedex is terrible, is what I'm trying to say here. Yes, Ditto, I'm aware. I'm floundering a little bit. I'm just a little flustered, all right? I still can't believe we have an official cure to the coronavirus, all right? That blows me away. Excuse me, the beer virus. Oh, man, thank goodness we're not a monetized channel yet. Hydroxychloroquine. That. I still can't believe, I'm still flabbergasted about that. Thank goodness we have that. But anyway, Pokedex entries, not reliable. You know what is reliable is this guy and this guy, or this thing, and this guy. We're reliable. We know what we're talking about. Even the forbidden ones, Sylveon. But the question is, what about specific Pokemon isn't correct, and what about him is correct? You're right, Ditto. That sucked. We're just going to read a Pokedex entry, and we're going to go through it. Most of them are only like a sentence or two long, maybe a little bit longer, depending on what they're talking about. In fact, no. Most of them are just 2 sentences long. Didn't we discover this? Yeah, I think every single Pokedex entry is only 2 sentences long. That being said, we are going to go through sentence by sentence and pick apart each piece and just show you guys how useless the Pokedex really is. Hello, Mary. Welcome to the live stream here. We have a special card set aside for one of my favorite Pokemon ever made. One of my favorite all-time legendaries. Not as much as, Arceus. Oh, we love you, Arceus. Thank you for everything you do. But the one actually right next to it. Well, one of the ones right next to it. Not the pink one. We're talking today about my favorite Dialga. I know you guys can't see that very well. I apologize, but trust me, it's a Dialga card. Dialga Card. You guys get the idea. This was actually sent to us in the mail. And surprise, this is actually a miscut card. So thank you to whoever sent us this. I think it was just a baby unicorn. Either way, thank you. The freaking Pokedex entry. Let me just read this out loud for you guys. Let me just paint it a good picture for you. It has the power to control time. Period. That's the first sentence right there. It appears in Sinnoh region myths as an ancient deity. All right? That's the whole thing. You might not think there's a whole lot to deconstruct there. You might think that that's just, it's pretty straightforward. Dialga can control time, and it was once looked at as a god. Whatever. So what? Ancient people seem to make anything and everything a god. I mean, heck, just because Ditto and I live in a flying lab, I'm sure we could be worshipped if we go back far enough. Not by everyone, but by some people I'm sure out there would worship us, which honestly would just be really, really uncomfortable. Because, I don't know about you guys, but Ditto and I personally are nowhere near. No, you're not. Shut up. Neither one of us are anywhere near deity. But anyway, you guys get the idea. But let's deconstruct this for a little bit, all right? We're not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this. We're already 30 minutes into the live stream. We only have an hour on YouTube. Remember, we only have an hour on YouTube. Remember, as soon as that hour is done, we close the live stream. Maybe we'll do one on Instagram. I think we will. I think we should. We'll do a special live stream over on Instagram where we can actually interview you guys. So if you guys want to be brought onto the show, or at least the after show, join us on Instagram following this show right here. But anyway, back to Dialga. It says in its official Pokedex entry, it has the power time. It has the power to control time. Having power is nothing new to a Pokemon, but the ability to control time also isn't anything new when it comes to Pokemon. Any of you guys remember our little onion baby? Little Celebi? Yeah, Celebi happened before Dialga did. I can't remember if Dialga is from that alternate. It's kind of weird. The Pokemon timeline is all over the place. There's the alternate world, and it's whatever AZ did, crazy stuff like that. I believe Dialga and Arceus and Giratina and all them are from that alternate reality. Even so, the ability to control time, what the heck does that mean? What does it mean? Is it like, I don't know, R.I.P. Is it like Doctor Who has some kind of, does Dialga go to a specific place and there's a bunch of gears or whatever, magical gears in front of it, and it'll twist things around and then it'll pick a specific point in space and time and it'll go there? Well, if that's the case, that doesn't make any sense because Dialga, or no, we're talking about Dialga. Dialga is the master of time, but Palkia is the master of space. How can you travel through space and time if you split them up into two separate deities? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And as far as controlling time goes, is it like getting into the DeLorean where you just kind of plug a time in and you can just go there? Can Dialga even go to specific points in time? We've seen evidence that it can in the games. It has attacks that suggest that it can. But Dialga being able to control time, it's not enough info. I mean, what little kid out there is going to be like, oh, cool, this is the monster deity that can control time. Why don't you take me back in time? And what's Dialga going to be like? Well, actually, it doesn't work like that. Well, the Pokedex says, yeah. The Pokedex doesn't get it right. You guys get the idea. Something controlling time. I mean, if you lay out the phrase controlling time, all that could mean is, oh, yeah, it can slow down its own aging. It can speed up its own aging. Maybe it can regenerate like a phoenix. Maybe time doesn't apply to Dialga. We don't know the specifics. A lot of you probably don't even want to know the specifics. Personally, Ditto and I do. We want to know. We're trying to fill up our own Paradex. It would be nice to know what specifically Dialga is either in charge of or can control. Because according to this, which is printed on every single Dialga card, the ancient Sinnoh region exclusively. Oh, it looks like YouTube is having some problems. Are you guys back? Can you hear me? I'm sorry. There was a little bit of an interruption. Thanks, Susan. Anyway, that's what we need to say from now on. Whenever there's an interruption over on YouTube, we just need to be like, thank you, Susan, because we all know Susan's got a big red button that just it just labeled screw with YouTube, and that's that she just pounds that thing all day, just punches the crap out of it. Anyway, like a little kid at a McDonald's play place, just come on, screw with everybody, just sitting there punching it. Anyway, Susan, if you're watching this, get your act together, woman. Come on, you can do better than that. Anyway, let's see. It appears in Sinnoh region myths as an ancient deity. Why does the Master of Time only appear in one specific region? I mean, it's like the bodyguard to the god Pokemon. You think that it would be able to travel around to different regions, that at least other regions would know about it. But you can honestly make that argument against any legendary Pokemon. Why does only Kyogre and Groudon are? Why does only this generation talk about Mew and Mewtwo? Why don't the other generations ever go into more detail? Why is a Pokemon here? Let's talk about Lucario for a second. Why is Lucario viewed as a legendary Pokemon in this universe or in this region, but then I go to the region over and they're all over the place, or at least Riolus are all over the place? What's the logic in that? So, that's all I really wanted to talk about for that. There's not a whole lot more to go into. Dialga, either it is the map, it has the power to control time. Great. What the heck does that mean? We don't know. And it appears in Sinnoh region myths exclusively. Sinnoh region myths. So it's exclusive, and yet it's all-encompassing. I have no idea what that means. Hello, Max Pat. Welcome to the live stream over on TikTok. The Pokedex is phrased in such a way to where it gives little factoids about each Pokemon, but it doesn't show you how to raise them. It doesn't show you how to take care of them. It's very pathetic, and the Pokedex is not very good, and you guys are aware of that by now. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thank you again, Just a Baby Unicorn, for sending us this amazing Dialga miscut Dialga card. Scyther is going to hold, not the real Scyther. Real Scyther is in here. I'm talking about the Lego rip-off Lego one. Rip-off Lego Scyther is going to hold onto that card. But with that, you guys have had some burning questions that you want to ask us. We're more than happy to spend the rest of the show addressing them. So let's get right into it, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the question and answer session. That's segment 3, by the way. It's an amazing transition here. Thank you guys very much for tuning into the show. All right. That being said, let's get right into it, shall we? So, the question and answer session is exactly what it sounds like. You guys ask a question, Ditto and I will answer it to the best of our abilities, and every single answer we provide is guaranteed to be 100% correct, so long as you don't fact check it. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, shall we? Way is 100% sure as long as you don't fact check it. So, first from Brock the Rock over on YouTube, he asks, can you accept my Pokemon Go friend request? All right, Brock the Rock, let me lay this out for you in a way that everyone will understand. Everyone and their mother will understand. I don't have any more open slots for friends. I think I have one for you, but that's it. I don't have any more open slots. I literally cannot take any more friends on Pokemon Go. I've run out of room. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to increase said room. It's not like how Pokemon Go charges you in-game currency, that is, to increase how many Pokemon you can keep on you at a time and how many items you can hold. You know, you can't increase the number of friends from what I understand. I think I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. You guys get the idea. Anyway, I don't have any more open Pokemon Go slots. Should you stop trying to send me friend requests? Well, I would appreciate it, but you don't have to. You can continue sending them, whatever. Do as you will. Again, over on YouTube, opinions on Burmy. Well, Burmese, if I remember correctly, Burmese is a form of torture, isn't it? I could have sworn No, that's burpees. Burpees are a form of torture. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was invented in, Vietnam? It was like a form of torture invented by the Viet Cong in, it's horrible. Why would you ask me that? Anyway, back over to TikTok. Do you like any of the Pokemon Ranger games? As far as Pokemon Ranger games go, I've never played any of them. They seem pretty cool. Jaden Animations here on YouTube made a video on them not too long ago. Love her Pokemon videos, by the way. She is very good at animation. Ditto and I, we aspire to be there someday. Fist bump. Come on, man. Don't leave me hanging. Fist bump. Someday. Okay. Anyway, that being said, next we go over to back to TikTok. Let's see what we got here. Yeet Ditto. That is not a question, so we're not going to do it. What do you think? Max Pat asks, what do you think about the recreation of your team in Pokemon Soul Silver? So Max Pat, for anyone who doesn't know, recreated our entire team right here in Pokemon Soul Silver, which is my favorite Pokemon game ever made. It's the game I played more than any other. It's the game I've enjoyed more than any other. It is a remake of really, it's more of a remaster of the best Pokemon game to ever come out so far, the best mainline game. Because not only does it have all the content of the original Generation 2 game, it also has all of the updated content from the Gen 1 game, and because it's a Soul game, or it's a revamp, a remake, so to speak, it has all the online stuff on top of that, and you can get Pokemon from across platforms. But anyway, I think it's fantastic. Well done, Max Pat. You've got mad respect from Ditto and I for pulling that off. Super, super cool. For anyone who doesn't know, our team consists of the following: Salamence, Gyarados, Pikachu. That was a shock, by the way. That was the reveal for 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you, guys. Salamence, Gyarados, Pikachu, Garchomp, Scyther, and Onix. That's our team. So there you go. Do with that what you will. Next question. Do you like the shiny Leafeon? No, if I remember correctly. This is because before I saw shiny Leafeon, like the real one, I saw a fan rendition of all of the evolutions where they had gone through and fed brown leaves like it was autumn or something like that. And I still to this day, I think that's so cool. That's my ideal shiny Leafeon. I can't really see much beyond that. But you guys get the idea. Could you Ditto? I could, but I won't, because he lives here and he can transform into something that flies. I can't. So that being said, yeah, that's right. We all live in fear of each other here on the lab in the sky. I live in fear of all of these monsters turning on me someday, although I'm fairly certain most of them won't. They live in fear of being locked away in a Pokeball forever. You know, it's a mutual fear. So everything kind of works out. Man, it sounds like Russia. Again, I've never been to Russia. You guys get the idea. My Cubchoo needs urgent care. He was found in the desert earlier today. He's not breathing well. Help. Okay, first and foremost, that sounds like a you problem. Second, I don't have to help any Cubchoo, all right? I got a serious problem with Cubchoo. I've played a couple of competitive games against some of you guys, now that I'm thinking about it. Some of you I have played in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and you have had Cubchoo, or whatever Cubchoo evolves into. Like the Kung Fu Panda bear thing. So that thing has an attack that hits 3 times. I forget what the attack is called. It hits 3 times. Every single hit is guaranteed to be a critical hit. And it is a fighting type attack on a fighting type Pokemon. Is it a water fighting? It's like a water fighting type Pokemon. That is so broken. That is so broken. First of all, landing 3 hits is devastating enough, but landing 3 critical hits on anything is super downright broken. I don't like it. I don't approve of it. And I think that thing needs to be nerfed all the way. Favorite legendary. My favorite legendary is Lugia, but if I'm being completely honest, it's Arceus. Depends on who's asking. Can you yeet Ditto? I already answered that. Urshifu. Yes. Urshifu has that one attack that that lands a critical hit every single time, and it hits 3 individual times. That's unlike any move I've ever seen before. You know, I'll give credit where credit's due. At least it's new, but it's completely game breaking. It doesn't help. It wrecks everything, every single thing. I don't like it. I don't approve of it. Your Cubfu. If you guys have ever seen people who are, there's something off about them. There's mutations. There's mental deficiency. There's diseases involved with that. We all know that Dittos are already clones of something else. All right, it's been confirmed. Ditto is a clone of Mew, a failed clone of Mew. That's part of the reason why I like Ditto so much, like in the same way that I like Salamence. Just because you're handed a certain lot at the beginning of your life does not mean you have to stay there. All right? I don't care where anyone is born into this world. I don't care if you're the only living member of your family. I don't care if you have a big family and you're kind of left. You continue going. You can always improve on your situation regardless of where you are. And there are countless examples out there. Look no further than moi. But anyway, that being said, Intellion will shoot. Oh man, I don't know if I can say that. I agree though. I do agree to the person that made that comment. That's not really a question, but you guys get the idea. Michael, my man, thank you so very much for. Oh my gosh, here it comes. Here it comes. Thank you, Michael Buria, for donating to the Professor and Ditto show. It's because of strong people like you that we are still kept on the air, and of course, our amazing lab crew, all of our amazing patrons who continue to support us across multiple platforms. We love all of you. Thank you for your love and support, especially you, Just a Baby Unicorn. Well, soon, all right? That surgery is not going to cure itself. You got to stay strong, all right? Anyway, so are you happy where you are at in your life? Well, of course I'm happy. I'm very, very happy where I am. But holy crap, there's so much more that Ditto and I can do. We're so excited for the future, especially with this social media stuff. This has kind of taken off for us, not in a massively like we haven't gone viral or anything. Well, I guess we kind of did with the Jaws video and a couple other videos like that. More of that coming soon, by the way. I know some of you are here exclusively for the theme park stuff. More of that is coming soon. Even so, there's Ditto and I want to animate stuff for you guys. We want to be the next Mikey Solis. We want to be the next Jaden Animations. Without tearing them down, we want to pay homage to them and become even better than they are right now. And they themselves are also improving. So it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting dynamic. We want to get to the point where we are releasing animated content online, available to you guys. That's the end goal. A lot of you guys seem to like that. So someday we're gonna reach that. Back over to YouTube, Mr. Hernandez or Mrs. I don't know. I think it's Mr. I don't really care. What are your thoughts on Burmy the Pokemon? Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's cool. I mean, it's fine. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. It just kind of sits there, if I remember correctly, right? Yeah. Burmy's the one that hangs from a tree. It's cool. There's different versions of it, but it's not really our cup of tea. We don't have hanging room here, if that makes sense. And with that, we will soon have to say goodbye to YouTube because we are running short of time here. We will take 5 more questions from either platform. And once those 5 questions are done, we're going to go ahead and close the live stream here and move over to Instagram. So you guys can check us out over there if you really, really need more Professor and Ditto content, which honestly you do. I mean, what else are you going to do right now? I mean, like work, homework, get real. Anyway, 5th to last question. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, when you start as a Cubone, do you have a skull on your head? Yes and no. You do have a skull in your head. Like you got to have a head with no skull in it. There have been, there are videos on YouTube of what a body is like when there's no, bone structure holding everything up. It's just a bunch of goop, basically. So if you didn't have a skull, then your Cubone would have a very deformed looking head. It would look like a puddle, a little brown puddle. And nobody wants that. But yeah, anyway, no, as in I don't think you have like the classic Cubone helmet on. If you do, that's news to me. I haven't played those games, but you guys get the idea. 4th question. My friend, wait. Oh, that's gone. I'm the evolution doctor and a Sylveon hurt my Flareon, so can I hurt it? No, you should never, ever hurt a Pokemon. At least that's what I have to say legally. As far as, personally goes, you can do whatever you want. It's a Sylveon. Nothing you do will ever come anywhere near the pain that it will inflict upon you. All right? My advice is to avoid Sylveon at all costs. And I don't know, just make a big deal on the internet about how terrible Sylveon is. I mean, the people online seem to be pretty good at that these days, making a big deal out of nothing. Or not nothing, but you guys get the idea. Anyway, 3rd question. Would you ever make merch? Yes, but I'm not planning on making the kind of merch that other people are. I'm planning on writing books. Funny books, like really funny young adult chapter books. Books that are full of pop culture references. Books that you could sit down and read and actually crack up reading a book, like reading the specific book. That's the only kind of merch that I'm planning on doing right now. I mean, if YouTube continues to take off the way it has been, then we'll release a merch store just like everybody else at some point. But as of now, by the way, Just a Baby Unicorn, you get well. All right, you make a full recovery. We need you. We need more people like you in the world. All right. Anyway, yeah, the only merch that we're planning on selling publicly right now is that book that we wrote in a week. I might add, we wrote in Ditto and I. Well, no, not Ditto and I. This is the one time where I can claim something for myself. I wrote an entire novel in 1 week because writing is easy. All right. It's only part one, but it will soon be available to purchase. We have original art that is going to be featured on the cover by Unknown Forevermore over on Instagram and here on TikTok and YouTube, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we're super excited for that. As far as merch goes, that's the only thing we're going to offer. Anyway, fourth question. Let's see here. Thank you. I'm doing my best, but I got an infection. Oh my gosh. Oh, hopefully it's not bad. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not bad. Maybe it's just a standard infection. Either way, we'll keep you in our prayers. We're glad that the surgery was a success. And yeah, you're on our minds, not just because you're a patron, but because you have definitely supported Ditto and I through high times and low times. So thank you very much for that. Is there a Pokemon zoo / aquarium? Yes and no. There are Pokemon aquariums out there, but they're all super weird, especially when you consider that the Pokemon that they feature, most of them could get up and walk away if they wanted to. The only reason they stay in the aquarium is either they're like a super mutated, endangered species, or they just don't want to. They don't want to do the whole trainer thing. They just want to stay and live their lives out at the aquarium. I've been to one of these aquariums. They had a Greninja, which was really cool. It was like a mutated Greninja. It wasn't like a shiny. It didn't have the black, color to it. It was gray. And it was very old from what I remember. Had no interest in being trained. Had no interest in learning to attack things. But it loved being around people, so it stayed in the aquarium. And everybody loved coming and seeing it because, that's a gray Greninja. That's super, super cool. But yeah, if it wanted to, it could have gotten up and walked out at any point. But, it didn't want to. It stayed, did its things there, helped out with birthday parties, because you can have your birthday party at an aquarium, apparently. Heck, I would have done it. But yeah, there are definitely those. As far as zoos go, there are wild zones. But as far as official zoos where you can just go and look at the Pokemon, that's not a practice that good guys have. Bad guys have that, but most good guys don't do that. Anyway, final question here. I got my Umbreon from an aquarium. Well, on that interesting note, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the Professor and Ditto show. My name is Professor. This is my assistant, Ditto. We are very, very grateful that you guys have decided to join us today. And with that, we bid adieu to the stream over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you. We're grateful to have you along with us. And remember, the best Pokemon of all time is hands down